Welcome to Quick Bites with Genbook. I'm Cass from Genbook, and with me today is Armond Jacobs from TeflonMond The Barber. Today I'm going to ask Armond questions about his extensive experience in the industry and tips to bring you the expert advice straight from the barbering industry. So, how do you keep up with the latest barber trends?
Well, Cass, typically YouTube. I follow a lot of barber pages on Instagram, and also keeping a young clientele. And by young, I mean maybe 10 high school kids, because they're the guys who's going to be up with the trends that the older guys aren't going to be up for. But eventually, those young trends goes to the older age group. So it just kind of all rotates, but mainly, like I say, YouTube and Instagram. I kind of try to stay hip with it that way.
Yeah, a lot of the, I guess, the more experienced barbers go live and they chat tools and they chat technique. Is that right? On Instagram.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So do you, as well as keeping like the feedback from clientele coming in, do you upskill yourself as well?
Well, I guess what I try to do is every time a client comes in, if they show me a picture of something, I try to mimic the best way I can and put my own little twist on it. So when they look in the mirror, they'll say they like it, or they like it more than what the picture that they showed me. So I mean, long as that keeps happening, then I feel I'm doing a good job.
Wow, sounds like you're taking the trend and you're making it even better.
I try. I'll try.
Nice.
I try.
What strategies did you use to start off your barbering business?
Uh, well, originally I got business cards made. I would pass them out to random people, gas stations, Walmart, any grocery stores. And one technique, I used to leave business cards on sinks in the men's bathroom.
Yeah.
And you'll be amazed the people that actually reach out from that way. And also I created a social media platform to be able to show my work for whomever may be interested. That way you can kind of see what you're going to get before you actually get in the chair. And I always tell my clients to make sure you give give a good word to me to your friends and stuff like that, because word of mouth is pretty much the most powerful way to market yourself.
Wow. So you had some offline and some online methods. It must have worked awesome for
Yes.
you. And how did you find,
Yes.
you moved locations too, didn't you? How did you find starting up in Texas?
Well, like you say, I moved locations. So I started in Louisiana, which is where I'm from. Uh, Louisiana, the town I grew up in, is very small, so everybody kind of knows everybody. So a lot of my peers were there. So since they already knew me, it was nothing to just cut their hair, as long as I was doing a good job.
Yeah.
And around 2014 is when I decided to leave Louisiana to go to a bigger market. And once I came to Texas, I continued to use the same strategy as far as passing out business cards and letting people know to share the word that I'm the new guy in town, and just to try me out. And a lot of people tried me out, and I got good results.
Perfect. And how do you maintain the best version of yourself for every client and avoid the barber burnout?
Uh, one way, I guess, is the passion I have for it. When you have a passion for this industry, it's so hard to burn out. So it kind of gives you that everyday energy just to know you're actually making money doing something that you love to do. And most of my clients and we have good friendships, so it's always good conversation. No matter what their job is or what type of person they are, we tend to mesh well and good conversation. So I kind of look forward to seeing my clients from day-to-day basis, because I enjoy the conversation. So that keeps me going. And also, obviously the income keeps me going because it pays the bill. So a lot of that's what keeps me from burning out.
Yeah. And I guess every day is different. So it's like, what's going to happen tomorrow? The
Yeah,
anticipation.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Why did you get into barbering?
Okay. So like we spoke earlier, when I was a kid, about 12 years old, I started playing around with my father's clippers that he had. Messed myself up numerous times. I would get in trouble for it. So I found an interest in those clippers. So I started cutting my friends, and I was messing their haircuts up. So it kind of made me want to let me master this. So a lot of things I learned were self-taught, and I made a lot of mistakes, trial and error, and that's what kind of helped me develop a skill set. So fast forward to high school, I've always cut, all the time, in the bathroom at my high school, in the back room at my house, things like that. So I went to college, and I was still cutting in my dorm, and college just wasn't for me. So I told my dad, I said, "Hey, I love you. I know you love me, but college not for me." And he was shocked, and he said, "Well, you're grown, so if you don't want to go to college, you have to get a job in my house." And I said, "That's a deal." And he said, "What you gonna do?" I said, "I'll be a barber." And he didn't like when I said that because he saw barbering as a hobby. And I said, I'm gonna stick with it, and I'm gonna turn some good. I'm gonna make something good out of it. And so he took me on my offer. He said, "All right." And so I just started cutting in a barber shop. I went to barber school, and things just went up from there.
Wow. I can only imagine the crazy looks back in the schoolyard with all your friends when you were starting out.
Yeah.
Must have been
Yeah.
crazy.
Yes. Yes.
And how do you keep a loyal client base?
Uh, Great question. One thing I try to tell every barber, make sure your customer service is always on point and your professionalism. When you have those two, your clients will never leave you. So, as long as you're treating people, in a good manner, and you kind of helping people throughout their problems. Since we are therapists, a lot of clients tell us, their problems they deal with. So, once you give them good feedback and you kind of develop those friendships with different clients, they tend to like just cling on, like, this is more than a barber. This is a good friend. So I would say, like I say, professionalism and good customer service, being sanitary, all of that type stuff. Just that's what keeps that base clientele to continue to come. And also, you want to do a good job on their hair.
Yeah.
But if the professionalism and customer service if it's strong, then the way you cut their hair really sometimes don't matter. They just like who cutting it, versus how it looks.
Mm-hmm. Foolproof. Wow. Perfect. Thanks. All right. Thank you so much for your time. If you'd like to book at TeflonMond The Barber, his link is right here. Follow him on Instagram. And if you'd like a 30-day free trial of the Genbook all-in-one appointment scheduling software, link is right here. Thanks so much for your time today.
No problem. See ya.